All right, welcome to today's episode. Today, I'm really just gonna be talking to y'all about how we should be grateful for what we have, and yeah, just what we have, and for the small things in life. Cause this morning, well, I remember last night I was complaining about my job and everything, and then this morning I woke up because of my job. I just wake up early now, earlier than I used to, and I remember just like looking at the sun and then going outside and then stretching and breathing in the air. I was like, man, it's really nice out here in my because I live in a suburban neighborhood with my parents, and I was just thinking about like all the stuff that I went through and just like how grateful I am now for what I have. So it's just one of those things where I want to tell y'all, we got to be grateful for the stuff we have, and like the little things and the big things in life, because somebody always has it worse. And I'm not saying that as anything is like, oh, you can't ever complain or feel how you feel. You can. It's just also be grateful for the stuff you have, because I know for me, like I said, I work at this job where I gotta wake up early in the morning, which I'm not a morning person, and then I gotta commute, and then I gotta work at a job where, bruh, it's chaos, and the general manager and everything, it's not a good job, and really it just needs to be overhauled. But I'm also grateful that I have a job, and I'm also grateful I can take days off, because I've also worked a job where I work 9 hours a day, 6 days a week. And so I'm grateful I don't have to do that anymore. Even though it's kind of hard on a little bit hard on my body, also it's helping me get in shape, because I looked at myself in the mirror. I was like, oh, I'm getting in shape. I've lost weight. I'm gaining muscle. So, there's always like a positive I can see, where you can see in situations, even situations that aren't good. So, you know, we got to be grateful. Like, if you got good parents, be grateful for that, because not everybody has good parents. If you got a community, be grateful for that, because not everybody has a community anymore. Some people lost their community, because I know I'm one of those people. I'm still searching for mine since mine broke apart. But if you definitely have a group of friends or a community, be grateful for that. I'm grateful for the friends I do have. I don't have a lot. Literally, I can count on one hand how many I got that are close friends, but I'm grateful for what I do have. I was just, this morning, like I said, I was just sitting there, like I said, just standing in my driveway looking at like I said, the blue sky and the sun. I was like, man, I'm grateful that I have days off. I'm grateful that I can like just stand in my driveway and enjoy the sun and breathe in the fresh air. That I live in a place that we have a bunch of trees and forests and fresh air and stuff. Like, not everybody has that. Some people live in the city, which is nothing wrong with living in the city, but personally for me, I don't really like the city like atmosphere. So I like the whole suburban, like foresty tree area that I live, you know. And then I fixed my lunch, which was like a turkey sandwich and some Doritos and a banana. And I was like, man, I'm grateful that I can eat a simple lunch. Like, some people can't, because I remember I saw an article where they're saying, people are struggling to afford groceries. You know what their suggestion was? Eat less. Not, okay, let's see what we can do, how the economy can fix and what the government, it's not eat less food. I'm just like, bro, some people already don't eat a lot, because I know for me, I only eat 2 meals a day anyway. Literally, that's my normally, I eat 2 meals a day, and that's it. So, eating less is not really an option for some people. Then it's not to mention people that have big families and stuff. But yeah, like, I'm grateful that I was able to eat like food in a lunch. I'm grateful that I'm literally also able to eat like food, because some people, depending on how sick and stuff they aren't physically able to eat food. So, and I'm grateful like that I have money now, because like I said, a year ago, I didn't have no money. I was broke. I mean, I'm still technically broke. Like, I'm not broke. I'm poor. But like, I didn't have no job. I didn't have no job for the last 2 years. So, I'm grateful for that I have shelter to live in, because not everybody, there's people that's homeless, And I'm grateful for me specifically. I'm grateful I'm not a shut-in anymore, because I was a shut-in for the last year. So, the fact that I can go to work and like conversate with people and like be quote unquote a normal member of society You know, like I'm grateful for that. You know, I'm grateful that, you know, I can even just do this podcast and talk to people, record stuff if I can encourage other people. You know, I'm grateful that I'm able to help people at my job and do what I can do. Um, it's just, you know, there's a lot of stuff to be grateful for in life. Like I said, if you got food, that's something to be grateful for. If you got shelter, if you got only like a couple of bills, if you're not in a bunch of debt, you know, like even if you have a job that you don't like, at least you have a job. If you're in a relationship, a good relationship, because not everybody's in a good relationship. Some people are single, want to be in a relationship. Some people are in bad relationships. So if you have a good relationship, be grateful and thankful for that. Also, tell your partner you appreciate them. Like I said, if you can comprehend and read, because not everybody's in their right mind. Like I've had episodes literally of psychosis. So a lot of people take for granted how blessed and how good it is to just be in your right mind and like understand how reality works and like be able to think straight and like comprehend things. Because when you're in like a pit of despair, darkness, or whatever, it's kind of hard to, it's very hard to do that. Or when you got stuff, you know, wrong with you mentally, it's very hard to do that. So, you know, you're just grateful just to have, even just to have stuff. Like I'm grateful to have a car. Does my car not have heat or AC? Yeah. Does it leak in rain? Yeah. But some people don't even have a car to drive, you know? So, you know, I'm grateful. Like I said, I'm grateful that I like the stuff I like. I'm grateful that I enjoy like anime and video games and I'm not out here drinking and smoking for hobbies or having sex with a bunch of women for hobbies, you know, and doing crazy, dangerous stuff. Like, there's just a lot of stuff that I'm grateful for. Like I said, especially us as Americans, we complain too much, in my opinion. And I feel like we should be a lot more grateful for stuff because especially other people in other countries don't have what we have. For example, like in Japan, like they have something called black companies where they just literally overwork you to death to the point where it's a term that they use over there. And while America, they definitely can overwork you. I'm not saying they don't, because I've 100% overworked. Like I said, 6 hours a day, 6 hours a week, 6 days a week, 9 hours a day. And I remember one time that job I was working at wanted me to work 14 days straight. I was like, you're crazy. But still, that's not a common thing in America as in Japan, where it's like that seems to be like a common thing. So I'm just grateful for sometimes even the laws that we have, you know, the laws that let me be a Christian. I can still be faithful and talk about Jesus. I talk about Jesus to my coworkers and stuff on my job, talk about church. Some places you can't do that at their job, let alone other countries. You can't even mention Jesus and talk about that. So like I say, I'm just grateful for a lot. I'm just grateful that when I was eating my lunch, I could just sit down at the table in silence and enjoy the sunshine and like look at the clouds and the beautiful trees, just like in peace. And I think that's really what it was. I was just able to just have a moment of peace. And some people don't get a moment of peace because they're, like I said, running around their job. They got family, they got kids to take care of. They got so much stuff to do. And I'm just grateful that I was able to have literally a just moment of peace and quiet, able to just sit there and eat my lunch. And it was great, you know. And especially if we're Christians, you know, we should always be grateful for stuff, because the Bible talks about, you know, there's verses talk about, you know, this is the day the Lord has made, let's rejoice and be glad in it. You know, there's Bible verses talk about not complaining and stuff. So it's just like very, like, especially us as Americans, we should be grateful. Or anybody that lives in any kind of first world country, we definitely should be grateful for this stuff. Like I said, not saying we can't complain about the issues that we do have, because we're allowed to feel and complain and, like, you know, feel things and not be satisfied with certain stuff. But like I said, every once in a while, not every once in a while, but I feel like it's better and better for your mental and your just person to more so just focus on the gratitude and be grateful for the stuff you do have, and trying to fix the stuff that you can fix that you're not happy or satisfied with, you know, instead of just complaining all the time. Because really all complaining does, it make you feel good in the moment, but then afterwards, like, if you're not going to do anything, the problem's still going to be there and it's going to persist. So, you know, just really here to tell y'all that I'm grateful, not just for you, but me too. Like I said, this isn't just a message for y'all. This is also for me. Like, I need to stop complaining as much and be more grateful and show more gratitude in my just everyday life, because like I said, not everybody has the privileges and the benefits that I do. And there's a lot of things, like I said, there's always somebody better than me, but there's always somebody worse than me. So just being able to, like I said, just have what I have, live with my parents, not have to struggle so much when it comes to rent and stuff. Even though I got student loan debt, my student loan debt is as much as like it's 25,000. Most people, some people have way more. Some people will be having 65 and even thousand, or even in the triple digits. So, like I said, just we should be more grateful in life for stuff, and I feel like it would help our mood and help with the negativity and increase more positivity, because it's a lot in life to be grateful for. Even when you're struggling and going through stuff, like I said, it's a lot easier said than done, because especially when you're going through tough situations, it's definitely not as easy to be grateful. Like if you would have told me this probably like a year ago when I was going through a lot of stuff, physical pain and mental trauma, I'd have been like, grateful for what? I said, bro, I can't even sleep at night. You want me to be grateful? Bruh. It's like, I can barely breathe sometimes and can't sleep and I can't think straight, but you want me to be grateful? But yeah, even during those times, like I was still grateful for the fact that, like I said, my parents let me stay with them and I had a place where I could rest mentally and physically. So like I said, there's always a silver lining. You can always see like the good in situations, because there's always something to be grateful for, so that's all I wanted to say. Hope y'all have a good rest of y'all day, and stay grateful, and peace out.